Page 6, Jolly Old St. Nicholas. 4/4 time. Where are we? Well, we're not in middle C position anymore. Let's look at the music and figure it out. In the right hand, you're here. That puts you in this position. In the left hand, you have a C chord. It's a C, an E, and a G. You're down here. So actually, you're in C position, not middle C position. Now, I kind of want to take hands one at a time because music gets more involved. So I'm going to start with the right hand. You're going to start here, and you just got quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Not too bad, I hope. You get to measure 5. Left hand plays all that, and then the right hand comes in and does its thing. Okay. Left hand, you have the C chord, or the 1 chord. Try and get them down at the same time, huh? Just lower the whole hand gently. And the 5/7 chord. And then the C chord again, and in that third measure, that C chord, you see all those curved lines? They're tied. So you're going to hold that chord down for 8 counts. Long time. But the right hand, I'll keep you entertained. So when measure 5, now you're just going to lift up and move up one key. You're just coming up 1 key. So here. Rest, and then during the rest you come back down into the C position, but you have an F sharp there. This is measure 7. You have an F sharp. So you're in C position because you moved back, and we're going to use second finger. Since that finger is on F, we'll go ahead and use it for the F sharp. So it's here. And then in the next measure, they get natural again, of course. And then that next measure, measure 8, the natural sign is in parentheses. That's because it's not necessary. It's a natural anyway, because the sharp in the previous measure is only good for that measure. But they're giving you a natural sign as a courtesy sign to remind you. It's like, oh, by the way, this is a natural. And again, if you're into writing your own music or arranging music, this is one of the things. If there's any chance that the viewer might misinterpret your accidentals, make them clear. Give them courtesy signs if you need to. You don't have to all the time, just in those spots where it might be questionable. So it's a natural. And then you go back to the chords, then go down to the last line. Again, it's the same as the first line. It starts out, you're up here. During the rest, move down, and then again, F sharp. A little different there. Let's put the hands together carefully. You're here. See, when you first put the hands together, you might hesitate here and there. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Just trying to get the hands together here and get it working together. And then here again. Remember, the left hand is tied. You're holding it down. You don't play it again. And then come up. The left hand comes up. Leave the right hand where it is. The left hand comes down. So work out the hands together and then go back and get rid of the hesitations. The beat needs to be a steady beat. You can go slow, it doesn't matter, but it's got to be a steady beat, no hesitation. So you work on those spots where you're hesitating and get rid of it so the beat is steady. Once you can do that, then we can put in the articulation. That is the slurs and staccatos and stuff. In the right hand, you have the phrasing. Connect these notes as best you can. You can't, but connect them. But then after the phrase, you lift up. It's like taking a breath. And here, the end of the line there on page 6 ends a phrase, and the beginning on page 7 starts a phrase. You're in different hands. It doesn't matter. It's got to have just a speck of silence between the E and the A. It's as if one hand played them both like that, so even though 2 hands are doing it. So it's... Now, measure 8. Slight wrist staccato. And then lift up in the right hand's a new phrase. Right at the end of measure 8, there's going to be a speck of silence in both hands because the left hand has staccato and the right hand has to lift up just a hair. So put in the articulation and then go back and add the dynamics. It's loud at the beginning. Forte, that's the melody. In this case, it starts right hand. You decide what loud is. And you keep everything else way underneath it. See, here you got 3 notes, and you can overpower one note easily. You can drown it out. So you got to play this really soft, and this loud. That's hard to do to start, but I encourage you to keep after it because it will come in time. You'll be able to control how loud you play each hand when you're playing the hands together. It comes eventually. So try it. Top of page 7, you're still loud now. Now when you get to measure 7, not page, well, it's on page 7, but it's measure 7. The melody's on the top step. That's loud. That's got to be soft. See, the left hand was loud. It's melody. Soft. Because then the right hand had the melodies. So that first line on page 7. In the second line, it's moderately soft. MP, sort of soft. That's the melody. The left has to be very soft. In the last line, you're staying very soft. In the last measure, you slow down. So just slow down that. Slow down. That's sort of the dynamics. You really need to get into the music so you can feel the dynamics. Speed, well, it's a happy piece. Something like that. It has to be accurate, so you decide it, if you were going to sing it, how fast would you sing it type thing. I like to play it with you very slowly to double check the notes and the rhythms. Not going to do any dynamics. And I can't slow down at the end, so I'll give us 4 counts. Let's try it together. The idea is, are you playing the same note I'm playing when I play it? That way you can make sure you're not playing any wrong notes anywhere. It should sound pretty much the same. So I'll give us 4 counts. 1, 2, ready, go. 4 off. I'd like to do the duet with you. I'm going to speed it up. I'll give us 4 counts. Let's try it there. Again, I need you to go up an octave. So just pretend middle C goes up the keyboard an octave, and instead of here, you're here. So it's here. So let's try that. 1, 2, ready, go.